all the non-stop drama. Is Shilo going to Colorado? Would he be eligible? What is going on? It's been non-stop talk and gossip with it, but now we have clarity, we have answers, but it's still a little gray area about it. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, leave a comment. So Shilo had retweeted 15 hours ago, Jackson State DB Shilo Sanders entered a portal as a grad transfer. Remember that, as a grad transfer. In 2 seasons, he totaled 59 tackles, 5 interceptions, 12 pass deflects, 6 foot, 195. He's a red shirt sophomore, so I believe next year he will be a junior. So he will have 2 years of eligibility to play with his dad if he want to keep on playing. And also, his brother Shedeur just released a video some hours ago saying final game at Jackson State enters the transfer portal. So both his brothers basically announced they entered the transfer portal. But the main thing people want to know is, like, is he going to Colorado? Yes. First thing, Prime said this on a recent interview.
To finish what we start. We always talk about finishing. And then sometimes we have the audacity as adults to leave prematurely. And I wanted to finish. And my kids wanted me to finish. And you had some fools talking about where he should go. Well, if I go, don't you think my son going to? You might want to consider that. Like I'm going to go and leave my son. Y'all lost your mind. Yes.
Dion also.
And then people were saying he did say son instead of sons. I think he just got it wrong, because he's saying he basically meant both of his sons are going to. The kicker is, when I did a video recently and I was basically trying to see if he would qualify for the transfer protocol, I couldn't find any tangible, legit way for him to be able to do it. Just keeping it 100. So this one is say, can Shilo transfer and play ASAP? I couldn't find a rule saying he fully can. So what I did was looked up understanding NCAA D1 graduate transfer rule. Now, since he's over in Jackson State, it's different, but we're going to first read this, and it's a few different transfer rules. But if you see it right here, say you must be a graduate student at a different institution. This is the basis of a graduate student one-time transfer exemption. At its heart, you must be enrolled as a full-time graduate student at a different school from which you receive a bachelor degree. Being a graduate student also includes enrollment in professional school. You must have remaining eligibility. You must get released from your current school. And this must be your first transfer. If you previously transferred, you cannot use this exemption. The only exemption being the fact that you transfer under an exemption. So I think they're saying you can't use this rule if you have already used something close to this rule. So it's a lot of freaking gray area when you actually look at it. And then you see right here, NCAA transfer rules. If you just, the rules change so much. I think coach talked to whoever wrote these and was like, look, I need to get my son here. What type of rule would be able to get him to transfer and play? So they are just using the power and using these rules because nobody know their rules. To say the NCAA transfer eligibility rules also change from time to time. For example, the NCAA announced new NCAA rules 2019, stating that 4 of its guidelines has been changing. These new NCAA transfer rules was altered with the intent to clarify them. As a result, the documentary evidence must be made available in relation to the athlete. You got NCAA transfers timing and the NCAA transfer protocol, when they should do it. The eligibility such as walk-ons, red shirt, NCAA transfer rules transferring between divisions. An important thing to consider that those engaged in transfer process from a NCAA D3 institution to a D1 That will probably be something like his situation. University must register with the NCAA Center. Those were already D1, D2 students. Known, okay. You don't need to register with the clearinghouse, so you gotta register. That's easy. You need to do and follow transfer rules. Who is currently enrolled in NCAA for institution. Athletes need to basically get a letter. Okay, he can get all of that. We're not speaking to you till it's done, approved. Got to get approved. That's why probably talk to somebody to get it approved. If you're going to the opposite direction, the division terms that apply when transferring from a D3 or D2. Basketball, don't matter, you need that. So they make it very vague. Well, all of this type of stuff, you're confused. Note that the NCAA Division I transfer rules still require that you enter the transfer protocol prior to contacting a D3 school, while NCAA Division II transfer rules. So it's interesting because I guess their situation breaks all of these rules, but their situation is very unique. NCAA transfer eligibility rules, how often you need to transfer for whatever reason, but you would like to transfer again. It's allowed within NCAA rules. If you started out at a 4-year institution, because he did start off at South Carolina, now is what you call it considered a junior college? I don't believe so. And now you want to transfer to a 4-year school, you can without penalty. You do need to pass academic requirements. Now, I don't believe, let's see, is JSU a junior college? I don't believe it's technically one. Moved to the current location where it developed into a full state. Yeah, so it's a full state university, not a junior college. So these rules is interesting. Let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. How do you if you guys know anything about the transfer protocol and the rules? How did Shilo be able to transfer as a grad transfer? Because remember, he is a sophomore. And what is Shilo, 22 years old? So they could have just found the way to give him an early degree and helped him graduate. I don't know. This is interesting, but I will stay up to date on it and keep you guys, in the loop of what's popping. But it's sound good. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button, leave a comment. I'm Orlando Chidi K, and we are out.